Nobody ever told you this directly, but you already know it somewhere deep down. Ready is a feeling that never arrives. Not fully, not completely, not in the way you keep imagining it will. That quiet morning when everything falls into place and the fear is gone and you simply begin. That morning does not exist. This is the story of a woman named Leila, and it is the story of everything she almost never became. Leila was 25 when she decided to wait. She had a dream, a real one, not the vague kind, a specific, detailed, vivid dream she had carried since she was 19 years old. She wanted to start something of her own, a small design business. She had the skills, she had the ideas, she had everything except one thing, the feeling of being ready. So she waited. She waited until she knew enough. She took 3 more courses. She waited until she had more savings. She saved for another year. She waited until the timing was better. She rearranged her schedule. She waited until her confidence was stronger. She read 7 books about confidence. And with each thing she completed, each course, each saving goal, each book, she felt briefly closer to ready. And then she looked at the real thing, the actual beginning, the first step into the unknown. And the feeling retreated. Not ready yet. Almost, but not yet. At 28, Leila met a woman at a conference. Older, 52 years old, running the exact kind of business Leila had been dreaming of. Leila asked her how she had started. The woman smiled. Not warmly, exactly. More honestly. She said, "I was absolutely terrified. I knew maybe 40% of what I needed to know. I had saved half of what I thought I needed. I was convinced I was going to fail. And I started anyway." Leila looked at her. "Weren't you scared?" The woman looked back. "I was scared every single day for the first 2 years, and I am still scared sometimes now. The fear didn't go away when I started. I just stopped waiting for it to." That night, Leila sat alone in her hotel room and thought about the 6 years she had spent waiting to feel ready. 6 years of preparation. 6 years of almost. And she did the calculation she had been avoiding. If she waited until she felt ready, truly ready, how much longer would that take? She did not know. That was the answer. She did not know. Because ready was not a destination. Ready was not a state she would arrive at after enough preparation. Ready was a story she had been telling herself to make the waiting feel like progress. She sat with that for a long time, and in the honest silence of the hotel room, she felt something she had not expected. Not courage, not certainty, just a kind of tiredness with the waiting, a quiet impatience with the version of herself that kept arriving at almost and turning back. The next morning, Leila did not feel ready. She felt exactly as afraid as she always did. But she opened her laptop, and she did the first thing. Just the first thing. Not all of it, not the whole vision, not the finished version. Just the first concrete step that she had been putting off for 6 years. It took 40 minutes, and when she finished, she sat back and realized something important. She had been waiting to feel ready to do something that turned out to require not readiness, but simply beginning. Here is what Leila learned. Readiness is not a feeling that precedes action. It is a feeling that follows it. You do not feel ready and then begin. You begin, afraid, incomplete, uncertain, and readiness grows from the doing. Every person who ever built something real built it while feeling unready. They did not have more courage than you. They did not have more certainty. They were not less afraid. They simply decided that the fear of beginning was smaller than the cost of not beginning, and they started, imperfectly, incompletely, afraid. And they kept going. Not because the fear went away, but because with each step, with each imperfect, incomplete, terrifying step, they became a little more of the person who could take the next one. That is readiness, not a feeling you wait for, but a person you become by beginning. Maybe you are waiting right now, waiting to know enough, waiting to save enough, waiting to feel brave enough, waiting for the timing to be right. The timing will not be right. The fear will not go away. The certainty will not arrive. But you will be exactly where you are right now 1 year from now, if you keep waiting for a feeling that only comes from doing. So here is your question today. Not am I ready, but what is the first step? Just the first one. Not all of it, not the finished version, not the whole dream. The first small, incomplete, imperfect step. Take it today. Not because you are ready, because you have waited long enough. If this story moved something in you, like, share, and subscribe to The Golden Ache, because someone you know is waiting to feel ready, and they have been waiting for years. This story is for them.